Hey, it's Wednesday night. You know what that means. We're going to look at your channels right after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you on to be a guest, a live video guest, to talk about anything you want to. Could be, you know what it is. Could be current events, could be the topic of the day, could be anything your heart desires. I want to hear from you. I want to learn more about you. Tonight, however, this is Wednesday, and Wednesday nights we do channel reviews and shout outs. What that means is that you guys come on to the stream, use this link right here, or there's one just like it in the chat, or I'm sorry, in the description box. Use that, or just visit zoom.us, click on join a meeting, type in that number right there. You will show up on my screen. I'll bring you up as soon as I'm done with the last guest, and it goes from there. Tonight, like I said, is channel review night. What I do is I take a look at your channels. It's a subjective opinion based on my years and years of graphics and user interface experience, ported over to YouTube, and you can take from it what you will, or we just talk about your channel, but I don't have to critique it at all. That's not what this is about. So go ahead and line up, because there is no waiting. There's no game of chance here. If you want to have your channel looked at, if you want it shouted out, jump on and I will shout it out. Before I do that, before I bring up my first guest, say hello to Corona's Chick. How are you, Sharni? Good to see you, my friend Emmanuel Gaffey. Good to see you as well. Susan Hamilton, welcome back. OBS Geek, I know you. In fact, you're in the queue. I'm going to ask to start your video, and we'll just jump right into this. Let me hide myself, my friend, and unmute your mic. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm doing good.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, you
I
won't be
got
able
my
to hear them.
mic set up.
Ah, yeah. Is that a Yeti?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. So do you want what channel do you want me to look at? Do you want me to look at OBS
OBS.
Geek? All right, we can do
I
that.
made some big improvements. And
Sweet.
guess what? I
What?
hit 100 subscribers
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
on Monday, and now I'm at 132.
That is awesome. Here she is right there, OBS Geek. That is his new channel. Yes, you're at 133, dude. Well done. Very
And
well
then
done.
I you said to change some of the things like the banner, and you said to have the streaming tips and more to be on this side.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, you've done well with that. Very well.
Yes.
And of course, you don't have enough videos to segment your content, but beyond that, man, that's great. That is great. Have you checked,
reviews?
Sammy? Have you checked that on mobile? Your header, your banner.
No.
Okay, you probably should. You might have to tweak it and move it over to the right a bit, kind of center it up a little bit, but
Yes.
because you don't want to lose this side of the graphic at all.
No.
Yeah, but I think you're doing great, man. I think you're doing great. Look at that. You changed up your thumbnails a bit too, didn't you?
A little bit.
I saw the notification come by for both of these, or this video. I haven't been able to watch it yet, though. Definitely will. Awesome. How'd you do? Did you fill out your about yet? Yeah, you got some more stuff in there, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's the same way it was last time. That's good. That's good. Still, you've got 200 characters and you've got some keywords in there. That's the about section is one of those things where you just keep working at it. I know I do. I continually tweak mine as soon as I've come up with another keyword phrase that I think is relevant.
Yes.
Oh, let me say hello to crap. My dad makes me watch. How you doing, Adam? Grumpy Vlogger, Lloyd, good to see you. Tony with Viewed This, good to see you as well. So yeah, what kind of questions you have for me? I think you're on the right track here.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're just a little bit content light. That'll change, I know.
Yes. And so I'm thinking that So I'm going to VidCon 100%.
All
So,
right.
so I want to ask you two questions
Sure.
about my. So when I want to do these interviews and I have all of the equipment,
Mm-hmm.
but how, like, if OBS Geek turns out to be very big, do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I'm at VidCon.
Sure.
Think I should make tons of videos because I know that, like, with I use TubeBuddy and
Mm-hmm.
I use this and I use everything. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So should I make tons of videos at VidCon? Because I see creators posting like 10-month video. Should
Sure.
I still do that? And should I make multiple content of that?
Well, if it's relevant to your channel, I would say yes. I mean,
Okay.
there's no harm in, especially if you're going to interview creators and talk about OBS, then it's completely relevant. Of course, that's another playlist that should be in your on your main page. But um, yeah, and there's no harm in getting footage, right?
Yeah.
Whether you use it or not, at least you'll have it. It's better to have and not need than need and
Yes.
not have. Yes. So I would say absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. And then the next question
Sure.
is, so my channel is a niche and I'm niching down, and that's good because I'm getting the views and I'm getting the clicks and I'm getting the watch time.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that I really want to know is, I'm thinking of doing some Streamlabs videos
Okay.
on the cell phone.
Okay.
Should I make those videos because they kind of tie into OBS?
Yeah, like you said, you're a niche, right? You
Yeah,
found a niche. I, it's one of those things where anything that is even remotely connected to that, right? I
yeah.
would go with absolutely. Because
Because there's a cool way that you can set up the same thing on your phone. So if you have like the chatbot from OBS and then you're on location
hmm
and you Streamlabs, you can go out there and it looks the same.
Yep.
So I should make these like mobile friendly content.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're going to talk about how to do that, then that's yet another playlist that you can use as a
Oh,
content area. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. I like how you're thinking, Sammy. I think you're going in the right direction there, buddy.
And then with my thumbnails,
hmm
how how do you like them?
Well, the one thing I would say about your new thumbnail, you mean this one here, the yeah, is the text is kind of small and it can be kind of hard to read. I mean, even look at it now that I've got us superimposed. That's a little tough to read. I think I would, because you've given yourself plenty of room. I think I would make that a little bit more prominent, a little bit bigger.
So like the stream a lot bigger.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let me. What does that say? See, I'm even having problems seeing it the way it is. I'm gonna do as whoop.
Because it says OBS start. Look.
OBS Geek just subscribed. Hmm. Here's the thing about thumbnails.
Yeah.
You want them to command attention, right? You want them to describe whatever it is that they're likely to find in that video.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't really do that for me. The title says it, but I'm not getting that I'm going to learn how to stream alerts with OBS. Whoops, I just clicked on it. That's a problem with
Yeah.
zooming in. But yeah, I'm not. It doesn't say that to me. So if I see
Okay.
that in a list and I'm not necessarily going through titles, then I'm gonna go, oh, okay, I don't know what that's about. I'll probably pass it
Okay.
up. So yeah, try to be descriptive. See, you're descriptive in your some of the others. What is OBS in this lower one here?
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's exactly. Now I would be a little bit more well, a little more wordy with that. Like,
Yeah.
what is open broadcast? Um, spell
Software.
it out. Yeah, and then also use the the acronym, but in your thumbnail, leave it what is OBS. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that gets right to the point. So think about that when you do these new ones.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'm going to whoop, we got another one on. And I'm just gonna stop your video for a moment.
Okay.
But let me go on to Sharni and yeah, make those changes and come back, dude.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks so much, bud.
Thanks.
You bet.
Bye.
All right, Sharni, I'm gonna ask to start your video. Hello, by the way, to Catfish Terry and Ben on Adventures. We also have Killdeer Survival. Welcome, Sparks Family TV. Good to see you back. All right, Sharni, how are you this evening? Oh,
Good, how are you?
I'm sorry. It's afternoon for you, isn't it?
It's 11:40 in the morning.
Right, right. Yeah, well, how's your day been so far?
Up and down. I missed the live stream this morning because I got bugger all sleep and then I woke up and I threw up, which was
Oh,
not fun.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. It happens. That's Crohn's disease.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes you eat something and your body just goes, nope,
Not gonna have it.
no, not today, lady, not today.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so sorry, hon.
That's okay.
Well,
I'm all good.
beyond that, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. Just as you know, just furiously plugging away on the channel and
Yeah.
doing interviews, working on thumbnails, hopping on other live streams. Yeah, it's been crazy busy, but really, really good. So how have you been, Jim?
Me, I've been great. Busy as well. Not so much in that arena, but well, I don't know if you saw last night's show, but my boy's putting in a fence, and of course I got recruited for that. I'm redoing my deck, and it's just been a whirlwind of physical activity. Not today though, which was nice. It rained all day. It was a day of respite for me.
Oh, wonderful.
I know, right? So yeah, I've seen you working it hard because we've run into each other on quite a few live streams and whatnot. It's always nice to talk to people and you know, that's where I find you discover the most, well, those people that will stick with you because you know that some people just go on there to trade subs, but you do find a lot of people that didn't know you exist. They find out that you do exist. They dig that you exist, and they dig what you're doing. And that's the kind of people that I love to find. I know you're the same way, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a sub for sub channel. I get it a lot where I'll go into, Pusha Studios or Linda House of Chills or something like that. And everyone, those are let's go, let's grow channels. And
Yeah.
so I'll hop on there and, canoodle around, have a look at channels, and then I'll see my subscribers go up. And then literally within 24 hours, of course, at least half of them will drop off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
10
10 points, by the way, for fitting the word canoodle in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's kind of frustrating actually, and I feel bad for them because they say hi, how you doing? You know what's going to happen at that point. They're going to sub to you. They're going to wait for you to sub back, and so I check a lot of them out, and I tend to sub to my tastes, right?
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, beyond that, we are looking at your channels, and you're killing it with the thumbnails now. You are absolutely killing it. I love these.
Thank you.
They're distinct, yet they're branded. I mean, I can immediately tell who I'm looking at. I mean, no question. I see faces, which is fantastic, especially when you do these interviews. It's so nice to see the other side. Like because you see so many. Hey, I interviewed this one, and it's just that the host. It's like, no, I want to see that person.
Yeah, I kind of got the idea from looking at your videos and whatnot, and how you set it up, like when you do your live streams and then afterwards.
You thief.
And you block it. Yes, I stole it. I stole it.
Like I was the first one. Damn. Don't steal my idea.
Exactly. But yes, I did take some cues from like Pusha Studios, how they have their big banner at the bottom where it's very distinctive in all of their videos.
Yep.
And how they do three or four different kinds a week, and each one has a similar thumbnail, but then they make some alterations depending on the live stream. So I wanted to do something similar. So when it's just me, we've got the one sort of up top, which is chronic pain versus pain medications, for example. That's, just me talking. And then you've got my story time where anyone in my audience can come up and say hello. So I decided to take all these little thumbnail pictures of me when I was in live streams, and I put them all in there to make it like a bunch of TVs.
I like
A
that.
lot of fun.
Yeah, that's
I really
great.
like that. And
That
it's
is,
story time. And then when I have interviews, you can see everyone who's going to be on the channel, or you can see their faces. And
yep, yep.
yeah,
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And you're segmenting your content where it makes it really easy to figure out where to go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Of course,
Thank you.
that's standard up here, but live panels, health and Q&A, story time. See, this is what I'm talking about. Segmenting your content. It makes it so much easier. And really, what you have to do, and this is not for you, Sharni, necessarily, but you've got to think about when you look at your channel, you've got to think you look at it as though it's not you. Like you just found this
Yeah.
channel. Maybe you watched one particular type of video from that person, and now you want to see more of those. Well, how are you going to find them unless that creator has actually laid them out? That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about, guys.
exactly. Yeah, I know that some of my live streams, certain ones get certain amount of views on different days, and I notice on particular live streams the same faces coming back, but not the other ones. So
Yeah. Yep.
part of it is kind of I've been working on the structure of my live streams as well, because obviously leading up to now, I've only just started doing like the 5 live streams a week. So that's a lot of content to plan for, and these are hour to 2 hour live streams.
Tell me about it.
Oh yeah. And so, because I get wild cards like you never know who's going to come on and have a conversation and what that chat will be about. You have to do a lot of things on the fly.
Right.
And so I've been trying to structure a lot more. So like my first video of the week is a Q&A about a particular chronic health issue. The second video will be a tell your story time. Third video will be with Alana as my co-host. We're doing a lifestyle video, what it's like living with chronic health. Fourth video is another story time where I might have a particular interview with someone like I had Rachel Hill, and I've had other people from other YouTube channels. I've got more lined up as well, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a great feeling when people start messaging you to ask if they can come on.
Yes, it certainly is. It certainly is. And look at you,
Yeah.
367.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is a great feeling, isn't it? Now, I've had it was really funny because my show, my format is wide open, but yet I've had several people who have contacted me. Kind of, it becomes the norm, right? Now they say, yeah, I'd like to be on your show. What do we need to do and set up? And I'm like, dude, any any day's good.
Click a link. Just
Click a link. Yeah. Just join one of the live streams and hop on. But I know some people that really want to a little more structured. Muscle Car Appraisal is one of the best examples because they were on real early in my channel, and he just wanted to sit and talk about what he does. And of course, I'm a car guy, so that worked out perfectly. But anymore, I'm like, anytime you want to come on the show, or if you want to do it offline, I'll do it offline, and then I'll do it as a premiere like I did with Michael Price. I don't have any problem with that. So it is cool, isn't it? Though I mean, it really says that somebody's out there noticing.
Yeah, and other YouTube channels, people on Twitter. I literally just had a nutritionist who has a Twitter account message me. It's going, I really love your content. Are you thinking about getting, medical professionals up? I went, well, yes. Would you like to? Especially in nutrition. We talk a lot about diet on my channel. It's one of probably the biggest questions I get asked is diet. And so it'd be really good to have naturopaths and dietitians and nutritionists and whatnot to come on to actually talk about food.
Oh yeah.
And our relationship with food that we have nowadays, which is 9 times out of 10 pretty unhealthy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This day and age. So it's really cool that I'm starting to get some, I line up some things. I've had 2 YouTube channels reach out to me. I'm going to be doing interviews on their channels, which is cool. And I do that as well. I've got a playlist down the bottom if you scroll down.
I certainly will.
So towards the bottom, I've done, if you scroll up from the Crohn's Chick uploads, up a bit.
Oh,
See
too
that there?
much. Yeah. Is that another take from my channel?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
my guest spots and my shout outs, it's a way for me to be able to promote the other channels that have supported me as well in my growth.
sure,
Um,
sure. And
Give
and
them a little shout out.
yeah, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, don't do that because you're pulling people off your channel." I'm like, I don't care. If they like
It
me
doesn't
enough, they'll
phase me.
come back. It's one of those things. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
and it's
glad you
like
did
it's
that.
also
Well,
thank you.
not because I'm
It's
there.
towards the bottom. Of course, it's because you're there.
No, no, I'm not nearly that narcissistic. I'm about this far on the narcissist scale.
Mhm. Fair enough. I believe you.
But
No,
that
I'm
was
kidding.
that
I'm
was fun.
totally kidding.
That was fun to see me down there too.
Yeah, and my subscribers list and all of that. So I've been playing around a lot just to try and make it easier. But some people just really love me with doing interviews
Hmm, hmm.
with other YouTubers. Some just love watching me and Alana doing our little lifestyle segments. That's starting to get really popular. I think yesterday's video had the most people in it actually watching, where I got up to like 18, 20. And normally I sit around 11. I've been up around 13, 14.
Sure. Awesome.
But I actually got up towards like 20 yesterday, which is really cool. So
Ye-
people are loving the lifestyle stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool. And then, yeah, I wanted to do towards the bottom, you've still got that, hey, these are the other channels that support me, and here's all my uploads and that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
shout out to you guys.
Well, no one appreciates that more than I do. I'm just
That's
kidding.
all good. Well, that's how we all help each other. We're
Sure.
all we're a YouTube family, and you help me with my thumbnails, and you've helped me with going through and structuring and analyzing the sort of graphic design of the channel. So certainly the least I can do is give you a shout out.
Oh, well, I
The
appreciate
least I
that.
could do.
Well, you're killing it. I mean, the thing I that you get to do now is as the data rolls in, you were
Hmm.
just mentioning, a lot of people like me and my co-host. A lot of people like my Q&As. Well, you get to watch the analytics and those like videos, the ones in a particular playlist. If they start performing really well, you get to move them up on the page and maybe boost them even further. Or
Yes.
yeah, or those playlists that with that type of video isn't really performing well, you can move that up as well and see how well that does, and that give you a
Mm.
really good indication of how effective your front page is.
Yeah, exactly. So at the moment, I've played around with all of this, and I'm pretty happy with the segments. But now I'm going to leave it for a week or two
Oh, sure.
and see what the stats are. See, because you can also see the playlist watch times and all that as
Yep,
well, which is very handy.
absolutely.
Um, so I'll have a look at which ones are performing the best, which ones need a bit more work. Because that also gets me to analyze the content in those playlists. Okay, maybe I'm not quite hitting the mark. Maybe the videos are too long.
Yep,
I do some pre-recorded ones as well, so maybe they're not quite hitting what people want to see.
sure.
Yeah, so it helps me to kind of fine tune instead of just going, my whole channel is this. It's like, okay, I can actually pick out a spot and go, right, this needs improvement, or this is actually working really well. I need to push this sort of content more.
That was really well
Um,
said because that's kind of the point I've been trying to make when I say segment your content. Is
mm,
it's not only easier for the folks to find, but it's also easier for you to figure out what's working and what's not working.
yeah,
Excellent
and
point,
it helps.
Sharni.
Thank you. It helps in all ways. So
Hmm.
yeah, I love it. And like I said, because of that being and doing that, I realized that most of the views that I get tend to be when I'm doing interviews, especially with Alana. She has quite a lot of social medias, and so she's constantly putting my link out there for people to come and watch.
Hmm.
So she's got a lot of her people that follow her on her blog that won't necessarily want to see my Q&A video on a Monday, but they want to see her talking to me, and talking about Crohn's disease and lifestyle. And that's what helped me change my videos. And I messaged her about it. We messaged the second we get up in the morning to when we go to bed at night, her and
Hmm.
with this talkie. We went, let's do lifestyle. I'll take care of the real, like the real big part of the interviews and the Q&As about particular health issues, awareness weeks. I'll do all of that.
Hmm.
Let's tackle what it's like living with chronic health.
Mm.
That's a big issue, and a lot of people don't. That's raising awareness. It's having a laugh about it. It's having a bit of a cry about it.
Yeah.
Um, raising awareness for that. And she went, "Yep, let's do it." So it went, and yesterday was the first video we did that with that in mind, and it's got some of the best analytics out of every video I've done on my channel.
Oh, very
So
cool. Very cool.
yeah.
It's so nice to have someone to bounce ideas off of, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good. I don't know what I'd do without her. She's
Well,
so knowledgeable.
I've got a group, and I won't name them, but I've got a group that I have been pulled into, which is fantastic, and it's another group of creators, and we are continually bouncing ideas off one another all the time,
Yeah.
and it really helps.
Yeah, because there's only so much knowledge you have as an individual. There might be something that I'm saying now that's like, okay, I love the purple and I love this, and someone else in the chat's going, ooh, having that real pop of color really stands out. Pusher Studios, you can really tell their thumbnails. It's black,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
white, and it's red.
Yep.
And it's red. It sticks out in all of my videos. It really pops. Fortunately, I didn't steal the purple idea from them. I had that when I started my channel. That's what I'm really here doing, guys. I pretend I'm talking about chronic health, but really I'm just stealing ideas to have a channel.
The greatest form of flattery.
You're welcome.
That would be cool.
I can't wait for someone to copy my channel. I think it's going to be great.
Well,
you're doing chronic health? Cool.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it as well. You got to keep her out of there. Sorry, talking about the dog. she's knocking the camera. All right. Yeah, I got a big Labrador. She's a big sweetie. Labrador. She's a big sweetie. But she gets in the way of the camera. Yeah, I think that would be cool to start a channel just for fun and just steal everybody's ideas, but not go to content with them.
Yeah, pretty much. I did actually have a question though.
Oh, go ahead, ask away.
Yeah, so bouncing ideas off each other. Because I'm really niching down the channel and making it very much more focused when it comes to the chronic health chats, I've had some other people mention to me that a lot of things that I do, like I do artwork, I write books, I talk a lot, obviously. And I love having this conversation with people. And I had a friend of mine suggest that some of the content, let's say I'd want to do every now and then, if I didn't do it on this channel, because it's not really about chronic health, I could do it on a second channel and do it on there. What do you think about that?
Well, I think they're absolutely correct. I mean, if you're gonna jump away from what if you have content ideas that just doesn't seem to fit, but you think you've got enough content that would warrant a channel, I'd say absolutely start another channel. Yeah,
because it's more like a day in the life kind of stuff. Like, what does for those that because I get messages all the time asking about what I do outside of the channel, and it's like, well, one, none of your business. Two, I do artwork and I draw and I do graphic design and sort of stuff in the background. And I play around with a lot of things, and I also write books. I get asked a lot of questions about it, and I also just love sitting and having a chat with my friends that I've made.
Sure.
So I don't want to put that on this channel because this is about chronic health, and we're here to support chronic health sufferers.
Yeah.
But maybe more of a get to know the chick behind that Crohn's chick or something.
Well, you wouldn't be the first. I mean, there are a ton of people who have what I consider either personal channels or personal vlogging channels, and then but they started out with something entirely different. They found a niche that they were like gamers. I'm sure there are a ton of gamers out there that have their gamer channels, but to get to know the real them, or they have other content ideas, then they just have that personal. I mean, I can't think of a better channel name for you than like Just Sharny or something like that, because your name is unique. I don't think I've ever heard it. It may not be unique where you're at, but it's certainly.
No, it is.
Is it really?
It is, and the spelling as well. I haven't met anyone else that has the same spelling that I do.
Make sure you choose a font where it doesn't look like there's an M in there.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Shammy and Shari.
Yep.
And my friends have a lot of fun with that. They don't even call me Shani anymore. It's like Shanene or Shaniqua. Or the best one.
Shaniqua was a big joke over here.
Yeah. I'm not a Shaniqua, guys. I can't rock that, the Shaniqua. In Australia, though, a common one is Shazza.
Shazza?
Shazza, yeah, it's very, like for Shannon and all that, it's like Shazza is the nickname, but I don't have a very strong Australian accent, at least not according to other Australians either.
Well,
I
they
don't,
would know.
again, it doesn't really fit.
Yeah, it's pretty strong with
A little
me
bit.
from my
Is it?
perspective.
Oh, cool.
Well, I wouldn't
Cool.
say
All right.
real deep.
No.
But yeah, it's plainly, plainly visible or visible. It's
uh,
obvious. That's the word I'm looking for. Obvious. And that's
Throwing
a good
Kings
thing.
just said Shazza.
Ah, he would know.
He would know.
By the way, everybody in Australia knows everybody else. So Brad and Sharni, they know each other, sure.
Yeah, we do. We certainly do. And I think the funniest one I've had is one of my friends, Shannon. She likes to she'll randomly text me and instead of saying, "Hey, Shani, how you going?" She'll go, "Hey, Shanosaraptor, how you doing today?" Where did he come up with this? She's very creative. Shanosaraptor.
I would say so, yes.
Oh man, most of them that I say, it actually comes from this one person. She's a crack up. But
Oh, we all have
I'm
friends
thinking
like
of
that.
starting it.
Yeah, we all have
Yeah.
friends like that. Well, listen, so now are you thinking you're just going to go ahead and start that other channel?
I think so. I think I will. Just it means on that channel I can have, instead of really structured sort of discussions about chronic health, if people just want to come and have a chat, they can come and have a chat.
Okay.
If they, and I figure in the live streams, those sort of things, I wouldn't just be sitting there talking like this. I'd actually be drawing.
Yeah.
Or I'd be writing things down. I'd be, I do make things as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could be doing something and kind of looking at the live stream and people talking, have panels as well with my friends.
Sure.
So it'd be a bit more relaxed and more of a come hang with Shani sort of thing.
Yeah, not so much of a heavy subject. And
yeah.
I would just caution you from spreading yourself too thin. You know how exhausting this can be.
That's why I'm kind of hesitant. I don't think I'll do it just yet. At the moment, the Crohn's Chick page and the social medias isn't quite done yet. Not that it's ever really done, of course, I know, but the actual structure for the next sort of stage of it isn't quite finished. I've still got some work to do.
Sure.
And so I also got to look at part-time work soon because I've got like no money. So
yeah.
I got to look at being able to allow time to have a job and do this as well, which is very time consuming when I'm coordinating with Alana for 2 live streams. I'm coordinating with other channels that want to do interviews. I'm trying to line up my own interviews.
Yep.
That squishy chick, hey Bob. Seriously, you guys have the memories of elephants.
Oh,
seriously,
man, don't they?
Yeah, squishy. Alana and I were saying some like Finding Nemo jokes. And we were talking about Dory and how forgetful we can be. And I said that exercise-wise, I haven't been very fit. So I'm not overweight, but I'm definitely squishy at the moment.
I'm just getting off squishy, so I feel squishy, I know how you feel.
Yeah, and so that was the joke. And of course, Bob, thank you, Bob, for sharing that with class. The squishy chick. I will no longer be the Crohn's chick. I'm gonna change my name, people. It's the squishy chick.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to put an X around the Crohn's and say squishy.
Pretty much, just a big line.
Exactly.
Big red line.
Well, listen.
Anyway.
Like I said, you're killing it. I love it. And I can't wait to see. If you do decide to start that channel, you find time for it. I'll be interested to keep an eye on that.
Cool, thank you. I'll have a little think about that. I like the idea behind it, but then it's a lot of work. Having one channel is enough, let alone having a second channel and whatnot.
Well,
Squishies with Shani. Crap my dad makes me watch. I am going to get to you eventually, crap my dad makes me watch. I know you said you would be hesitant come on for a live stream, but you and I are going to canoodle at some point.
There we go again. Well,
opportunities.
He's been on this stream a couple times, so he's not entirely camera shy.
No, I think it's more he's worried about the questions he'll get asked.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
And you're not the only
thing about question is you never have to answer them if you don't want to.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. If somebody gets a little too personal, it's like I'm just gonna pass on that one. That's what I should do. Just ask the most awkward, intrusive questions on the planet.
Isn't that the deep dive that you do?
Well, I don't know how. Those yes, they're awkward. You're absolutely right. They're completely and totally awkward. But I don't know how intrusive they actually are. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to go to the judges for that one.
Yeah, to the monkeys in the back room.
Exactly.
I still giggle about that now. I rewatched it the other day when I added it to my playlist. I was cacking it. The question 4.
Question. It still makes me laugh. I don't know why, but it still makes me laugh.
I love it. Anyway, I will hop off so you can hop onto Easton. I think it's the next
Yes,
one. You're
yes. Easton Music Industry Ministry is coming up next. So thanks, Sharni. And like I said, I'll keep my eye out and come back on if you want to chat or have me look at your
Always.
channel again. Sound good?
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Jim.
You bet. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you? 1 second. I'm going to try to find my headphones.
All
that
right.
way if my dog starts barking at something random,
That's
nobody
okay.
has to hear it.
That's okay. While you're doing that, I've got some chat to catch up on. I've missed a whole lot of people. I know. Tim Yonce is in the house. Brandon B, welcome to the show. Ed, flash in your pan, welcome to the show, my friend. Mike Van Doozy, good to see you. Heritage Farms, Texas, welcome. Hey, Lloyd, Grumpy Vlogger, back on the show. Bob Dip, Bob, I saw your comment down there. I'll have, or back a ways. I'll have to find that one later. I don't know. That squishy chick, yeah, that kind of works. But I kind of like just Sharni. Where else? Where was I? I think I'm caught. If I haven't caught up, and if you guys have questions for me, I know there's been a lot of folks that have. Oh, here we go. We do tend to have a great chats, my friend. Yes, we do, Sharni. Yes, we do. Oh, and it's a flash raid. Sweet, Jesse. How you doing, Jesse? Did you go on tonight, Ed? I did not see that in my notifications. Odd. Do you have a camera, Eastern Music? Can I? Do you have a first name that I should refer to you?
First name is Easton.
Easton? Easton works for me.
I'm not gonna turn on my camera because right now what I'm doing, I'm just laying down in my bed. Because I'm taking a break. I just ended a live stream right before I came on here, and I'm taking a break. So I decided I was just gonna rest, and then I'm gonna right at 10 o'clock I'm going live to help Sammy, who you interviewed first, I think.
Yeah.
He asked me to write a theme song for his new channel OBS Geeks, so I'm going live at 10.
Oh, okay.
To write that.
10. Where were you? Were you Central Time or Pacific?
Yeah, Central.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say 10 has passed. Well, awesome. It's good to have you on the show, and I'd love to have you. Via video later, but that's okay. That's okay. What brings you to the show, by the way?
Well, I actually found your channel through MJ Rock because I hardly ever miss his stuff. But
he's great, isn't he?
I decided, yeah, he's awesome. I came here because you're awesome. So I decided I've tried to get on your show before. I've only made it on one time, and my Kindle finally decided to let me get on here without any crap. So,
well, that's good.
Hey guys, welcome back to.
Whoops, sorry, that was your channel trailer.
Oh my gosh, I've been working to try to replace that because it's so cringy. Because I literally just made it at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I need a new channel trailer, so I turned on the camera and just started recording. And I was just like, that's cringy, but I'm gonna make it my channel trailer. I'm gonna regret it later. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to write an instrumental song that I can put as the background, but I'm not having much luck with that.
Yeah, well,
I keep going to different song ideas, and it's just I want to do this, no, I want to do this, no, I want to do this.
Yeah,
so.
that happens to the best of us, my friend. In fact, it's funny you say that. You just turned your camera on. That is my channel trailer as well, and I've been looking to replace that forever. Let me answer a question for Ben on Adventures real quick. He says, "Hey Jim, do we need the Zoom app to join?" Might in the future. And hey, oh, then he talks about that Chrome's chick. Yes, Ben, you don't need the Zoom app. You can actually go to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and use the this number right down on the screen here, and that should get you on. The Zoom app on the phone will do the same thing. You can join a meeting, and boom, that'll get you right up. So to answer your question, yes.
I wish I would have known that a long time ago.
It's funny. And maybe it's because I've been working with it too long, but it never seems really difficult to me. I mean, the link in the description box should take care of anyone that wants to come on, and if you don't, you can literally go to zoom.us, and that's why I started talking about that, and that makes it real easy. And I never think about people on the phone because I never use my phone for conference calls, but I really need to help those folks out as well. So anyway, I'm sorry I interrupted you for a chat break. What where were we going?
I do not remember.
Well, you said you were trying to write a song. You keep drifting.
Oh yeah, I always drift. Like I started a song last night on Twitch, and I wrote that, and I was like, well, I don't like this, so I rewrote it. Tonight I went live, got halfway done with the chorus. I was like, I don't like this, so I rewrote it again. So that's what I was like. I was going to raid you. I never said that in my stream, but I was intentional. I was actually in my mind. I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna raid video call in, and
that's cool.
All that. And then I got completely sidetracked with the song. Completely forgot to raid you. So I was like, I need to get to a show, and completely forgot about the raid. But I don't think there's anybody in there whenever I turned it off anyway, so it probably wouldn't have helped anyway. But
hey, I am happy with a one-man raid. Believe me.
That's pretty much the story of all my raids. It's pretty much just one-man raids.
Well, there is nothing wrong with that at all. I've done it myself. I don't call it a raid, but yeah, nothing wrong with a one-man raid, man. Especially when anyone who might be lurking, that's always cool.
Yeah, whenever a lot of my raids that I've done, whenever I get a lot of people in there, or a lot of people for my channel, I always try to raid somebody, because I want to, I don't know what the word is. I just want to kind of show the love around to people.
Sure.
So whenever I get people in there, I try to raid them. But usually by the time I start the raid, everybody's just like, okay, we're gone before I get the link in here. So.
Well, some people are just not raiders,
Yeah.
I get that. I absolutely get that. Oh, let me address this. Thank you, Brandon B. He congratulated me on 600 subs. I'm doing fine. Brandon B also wants to know what flavor. Same flavor, Brandon B. It is vanilla tobacco. And kids, don't get involved. If you're not using it now, you'll never miss it. I think that was everyone. Yes, absolutely. Oh wow, we've got some new people in here. We've got Course. We've got In the Dark Lights. It's Jim, unless you were talking to Tim Yance. Fantastic. Welcome to the show. If I missed your name, I apologize. Go ahead and highlight, tag me, and I'll actually absolutely Easton Raid. Oh, Easton Raid, yeah. Bob Dip's lurking. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to take a quick look at your channel, if that's okay. I know you're audio only, but and one of these days when you're ready to go on camera, I'd like to have you back, and you and I can just have a regular chat.
Okay.
But yeah. I like the black and white theme you've got going on.
Thank you.
If I had to say anything about your header art, your channel art, is the subscribe, like, share, I think jumps out too hard. It's almost like a too hard to sell. I think what I would do is I would because that subscribe button is like right there. I think I would kill that, and I would come up with some sort of cool text that highlights your channel name. Put that above Christian covers.
If you see right above where it says Bible study, there's like a little thing hanging down. That actually does say Easton Music Ministry, but I designed it on Canva, and supposedly with the template that I used, it said it was supposed to fit perfectly on this. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, that'll be perfect. Designed it, put it on there, and I was just like, what the heck?
Well, I would just tweak it. But you had the right idea, though. That's awesome. Absolutely the right idea. And did you hear me talking about segmenting your content with Sharni?
Yeah.
Yeah. The uploads is great. I think I would add, and this has just become a general consensus. Take your channel name and retitle this Easton Music Ministry Uploads. I think it does better in the search engine results for Easton. Whenever someone searches for Easton Music Ministry, you're most likely to come up with that and your playlist. The playlists themselves, I like to lay out like you've got your past live streams and your channel collaborations, that sort of thing. I really like them laid out that way, because when I look at that, I'm like, okay, now I got to go in deeper. If it's all right in front of me, I'm like, oh, okay, here is Eastern Music Ministries content areas. You see what I mean? It's like, make it easy for these folks to find, as though you were someone coming in with fresh eyes, and they say, oh, okay, country music. Oh, I didn't know that. These are probably off-site playlists. Am I guessing right on that?
Say what? I'm sorry, my headphones just like clunked out on me.
Oh, that's okay. Are these these are most likely off-site playlists, like the other?
Some of them are. Yeah. Some are not.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are my music that I listen to. Some of them are collaborations and just random playlists that I've created.
Well, I would definitely separate those into its own, their own. Well, not even off the front page. If you want to leave it on the channel page, that's fine. But I would kind of place them a little bit further down on the list, because you actually want people to check out your content. Yeah. Not that you have to. I mean, this, like I said, all these suggestions are just what I would do and what I know how people interact with web pages.
So that's what I need to do. That I just don't have a PC at my house, so I have to I had that in my mind. I was like, I need to get that done. Get to my grandpa's house to go work on the computer, and I was just like, what was I going to do on my channel again? I completely forget.
Take notes, my friend.
It's like the other day, I was at my other grandparents' house, and I walked from my grandpa's garage to the house. I was like, what the heck did I come over here for? I don't remember what I came over here for.
Oh, you're not supposed to experience that until you're my age. Because believe me, that happens all the time. I walk into a room and I go, oh, now what the hell did I come in here for?
Well, see, whenever I walk into the kitchen and forget what I came in there for, I just immediately assume I went in there for food, grabbed something to eat, and just eat it.
Yeah, me too. Which is going to be the death of me. That's why I'm dieting, and I'm plateaued at 191. Damn you, dieting gods! They are not happy with me at the moment, I guess. That's okay. I'm happy to be 21 pounds lighter. Believe me.
Today I had to do a physical for Boy Scouts, and part of it's weight, and I was like, so you doing this in pounds or in kilograms, or however you pronounce that?
Kilograms?
It's like kilograms. I was like, okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, and pretend that it's pounds. That way, whenever I see it as a lower number, that way I think that I'm that light.
Yeah, wait till you start driving. And you want to go with kilometers instead of miles. I was only. So
I don't think a police officer would really be happy with that.
No, he wouldn't at all. Well, I'm gonna have to check I haven't been able to check your stuff out, and I'm going to now. Looks pretty interesting. I didn't know you were a musician. I knew you hung out at Magic Jones for sure, but now I'm interested. So I just made you 350, and I'm gonna watch to see where you go with this, bud.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, absolutely. Oh, I didn't. I wasn't even on camera. I'm doing all this.
Here in 10 minutes, I'll be streaming again. this is the one thing that I have an extreme problem with.
What's that?
I can't talk. I can't not stream songwriting. So if I'm songwriting, I always stream. I don't know why it is. I just do that.
Mhm.
So sometimes when I songwrite multiple times a day, I just stream way too much. Or I get bored. It's like, I want to songwrite. And then I was like, well, crap, I've streamed 9 times today.
Oh, jeez.
So I've slowed down a whole lot. Like on my 1 year anniversary for my channel, I didn't want to just sit there in front of a camera for the premieres for a long time, so I just made short videos and did like 10 premieres that day, and I was just like, good night. So next year I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit and just do like a big premiere and a big live stream. But yeah, that was just crazy.
Yeah, you got to pace yourself.
Yeah, Gypsy Heart Entertainment has been telling me that for like the longest time, because I get to songwriting and it's like I try to go at a pace where I'm just trying to finish a song in that live stream, and I'm gonna end up frying my brain doing that. But I won't slow down. I need to pace myself. I'm getting a little bit better at that.
Oh, that's good.
And
That's good.
I'm not streaming as much. I'm trying to do every single day, but I'm also trying to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
There's some days it's like, I am not songwriting today.
Everybody needs a break. Everybody needs a break. I'm glad you are trying to pace yourself, because that is really important. You don't want to burn out, dude. You don't want to burn out.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And but this is one of the best hobbies, and if when I hear people that have burned out, I always wonder, how much do they really love doing it? That's always my question. Nightbot is here? No way, Brad. I haven't seen it. That slacker, that Nightbot, he's never in here.
So I have a question.
Sure, ask away.
I think I didn't watch the whole whenever you did the video with MJ Rock and uploaded that. I don't know if it was a cut scene from a stream, or I don't remember what it was.
It was. He's actually been on twice. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I remember he asked something about the drum kit in your background. I don't remember what all he said, what all you guys said about that. So could you tell me about that? Because if there's an instrument, I'm always intrigued.
Are you talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that is a drum kit that I built myself. I'll try to make a long story short, because I know you got a live stream here shortly. But I built a 6-piece acrylic set. I ordered the tubes. I cut them down. I routed the bearing edges in. I cut out for the lugs. Just built it from scratch. And
nice.
Yeah, and then what I did, and it is a standard 6-piece, right? Two ride toms, 2 floor toms, a kick, and a snare. And of course, the snare I didn't actually make out of acrylic. But then I thought, I'm tired of sitting back here and looking at a whole bunch of guitarists' butts, and I can't even see the audience, because I sing a lot of the songs in a lot of the bands that I'm in, and like nobody can tell who's singing, because I'm just sitting back there behind this kit. So that kit you see right there is an extension of that 6-piece. I took that 16-inch floor tom, turned it into a vertical kick drum. And I cut another 16 that sits right on top of it as, a floor tom. And then that drum you see right there is my 10-inch from my 6-piece. So it's a cocktail kit. It's literally a stand-up drum kit, which is not that unusual, but it's not like any other stand-up kick drum kit you've ever seen. So now I can go to gigs, relatively small ones. I'm not going to play big arenas or anything with this thing, but I can go to relatively small gigs, and I'm as high as everybody else. And when I sing, people know I'm singing, and it's a lot of fun. Plus, it's so much less work.
Yeah, now that's cool. So I actually, before you said that drum set over there, like you were saying that, I was like, I didn't even notice the drum set on the other side, the cymbals, or I can't really see what that is. I was just like, oh, he has 2.
Yeah, that is a Yamaha electronic kit.
Cool.
It's their I want to say DT Extreme 3. But it's a few years old, so it doesn't have the new white pads, the ones that feel more like drum heads. These are the standard rubber pads, but they're completely tunable. Each pad is tunable. It's got the the major brain on it. I think it's a what do they call it? 900, something like that. I can't remember. And it's got the full hex rack, which I picked up for a song several years ago. I just had to have it. So that's my practice kit. That's what I don't wake people up in the house with.
Okay, well, that I need, because here's the deal. My parents, they do not understand. No, they don't. I can't. How do I word it? Okay, they do not want me to have loud instruments.
Ah, yes.
Why is my phone going off? 1 second.
Sure.
Let me hang this because I don't need. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
So, they don't want me having like a drum set or big loud guitars or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there I need.
Yes.
I don't the crap out of it. See, my old room that I used to have, it amplified. It was okay. So my dad's room and that room were right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they built the house, if I was just like finger picking, like I have two acoustic guitars.
Mm-hmm.
I could just lightly strumming or just finger picking or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And it would literally supposedly sound like an amplifier in his bedroom and make like a freaking rock band up in there. It's supposedly super loud. Because and that's kind of exaggerated, but supposedly if I played the guitar, it was amplifying into his bedroom. And he said, I was like, I didn't think this was too loud. He's like, yeah, you woke me up. I was like, oh, that wasn't good.
Yeah, you definitely need one of these.
Yeah, whenever I moved across the hall, that was the perfect time because he started editing this video for his friend's daughter's graduation party. He was creating the video for it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And after him making that video, I've now learned why he is not a YouTuber, because he does not like editing videos. So he was making that, and I was like, yes, this is the perfect time to move, because, and this is an inside joke, so you're not going to, we wouldn't understand this completely, why he would do this. But the song, he had to have the Dora the Explorer song in it.
Mm.
And it's an inside joke of why, so I'm not going to go into that. But he had to have that song in there. So I didn't have to listen to it, because I'm sure that if I were in that old room, it probably would have amplified right back into my room. So if he would have done it just a few weeks earlier, he would have been able to strike payback.
Well, I tell you what, bud, you got to go on here in a couple minutes, and it's getting late for me. But you'll have to come back on when your camera's, when you're ready to come on camera, and we can talk about this, because I think this is a subject you and I could run with a great deal. Does that sound good?
Oh yeah, I honestly could probably talk about this kind of stuff for like 3 hours.
Fantastic.
4 hours.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll come back on either a Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, and we'll have at it.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Good luck in your live stream, bud.
All right. Thank you.
You bet.
Have a good evening.
Bye-bye. Easton with Easton Music Ministries, everyone. I think that's going to do it for tonight. I know I missed a whole bunch of people in here. I'm so sorry. We've got some new folks. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and highlight a couple channels before I go. This we'll just call this the shout out portion of the program. I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Hi-O-Woo, right? Pretty cool. I like the banner. Yeah. Oh, those thumbs, man. Nice thumbs. You're gonna have to come on next Wednesday. We got some talking to do. And let's see, who else do we have in here that I haven't? Oh, Spencer TV, Spencertainment TV. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, you're right, Ed. You can't burn out even when you love doing it. It really is. It really is all about a measured response. Mike and Missy got hitched. Sweetly. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, Saint Otto, welcome to the show. I'm just gonna zip up and then choose one. Ooh, in the dark lights. Let's take a look at it in the dark lights. Make sure the channel doesn't go. 74 subscribers. Oh, I kind of dig this. This is Christmas lights and whatnot. The whole baby shark around the world. Okay, you're out. No, I'm kidding. Very nice. Very nice. We got some talking to do. You need to come back on next Wednesday. And Ben on Adventures, I want to go check out your stuff real fast, if you don't mind. You seem like a great guy. Oh, cool. No content, though. How do you get 24 subscribers with no content, Ben? All right, folks. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. I think that's going to do it for me tonight. I appreciate all of you being here, and especially for you folks that came up and wanted me to talk about your channels. This is an every Wednesday sort of thing. And there's no waiting. There's no contests. None of that. You guys are more than welcome to come up at any time. Now, I want to make sure you guys know about tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we're going to talk all about your collections. What do you collect? That should spark some interesting conversation. I'm going to show you some of the things that I collect, or at least talk about them, but I really want to hear about your guys' collections, because that can be a fantastic learning experience. And it's such a deep look into what St. Otto. I know. I was actually watching one of your I actually facilitated the live stream between you and Muscle Car, if you remember correctly. All right, but listen, enough of that. I'm going to go, folks. It's late. We will see you tomorrow night on when we talk about collections. Beyond that, I appreciate, again, you guys. Fantastic having you here. Really is fantastic. Make sure you join us again. If this is the kind of content that you guys dig, by all means, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. I'm on every night every weeknight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we cover a variety of subjects, and we have a variety of guests. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. I got to leave you with this. Make sure you treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a better place. Thanks again. Take care, and we will see you live.